Well, I don't doubt for a minute your goodwill and your intent and trying to do everything right, and good for you. But I don't believe for a minute that last year you're going to have the proper staff. I just don't believe it. Maybe the last 2, and certainly not the last 3 months. I just don't believe it. You have 100 people at this station who are the best of the best of the best. Then there's the other 1,000. Which of those 100 are still going to be here right to the last day and then get a job that next day? All of them? I don't believe it. Why? Because if they're in middle age, and I'm not looking at you personally, but somebody like you at middle age, they're going to see a terrific job offer 3 years in advance that won't come their way if they wait someplace else, in Kansas or in Canada or in elsewhere in California. And they're not going to wait, they're going to jump. I would. And so you can't possibly honorably expect, if you're honest to yourself, that you're going to have all those best people here in the last year. Will you have enough to run it safely? Maybe. But it isn't going to be the same. And you're going to have to face that, I think. And no, am I too pessimistic? Maybe. My job is to be a pessimist. We're worrying about the safety of the plant because we're representing an outside group that's worrying about the safety of the plant. And I just don't see it, but I'm going to watch it and we'll see. I don't have any problem with this year, next year, and the next year, and the next year. But boy, oh boy, there's going to be 3 years to go. And people in middle age are going to start bailing, the best of them. Why? Because they're the ones that have something to sell. You can keep them, you can pay them 10 times the salary for the last 3 years, and you know what, it'll be worth it. But has PG&E got the guts to do that? I doubt it. Sure, for $1 million I'll stay, because then I can wait 3 years to find that job, the next one. But I'm sure as hell not going to do it for $40,000 a year. You don't need this lecture from me. I'm lecturing to the people. It's not for you. I don't trust your goodwill and your honorable intention for a minute. God bless you. I think the station needs and is honorably served by people like you trying to do all the best you can, starting at the top, and I'll give them credit. Is it going to come true? I'd bet $1 on a nickel that it won't, or $1,000 to win 5. Okay? That's how convinced I am that human nature is against you. It's not your fault, it's just human nature. I'm not talking about the 1,000, I'm talking about the 100, the best, the real jewels that keep this place as good as it is. You know why? Because I wouldn't behave that way myself, and I got to be a lot of people like me. All right? No. You don't need that lecture from me. It's not your fault. You're trying to do everything you can. As I said 4 times, God bless you. But I just don't think that the future's going to work out. And so that means the plant might probably operate safely, but it sure won't have the same capability it would have had. We're continuing, and that's a problem.